reminded of a parable that I heard many years ago about the holy man who was walking with his disciples through the forest, and they came to a stream, and they had to cross it, and everybody was wading across the stream. And the holy man said to one of the disciples, "Hop on my back, and I'll carry you across." And he did so, and he set him down, and they continued on their way. Later that night, after supper, they were gathered around the fire, and one of the disciples, his nose was out of joint. And he said, "Why did you carry that disciple across the river and not me?" And the holy man said, "I set him down a long time ago. Why are you still carrying it?" Why are we still carrying the burdens of our life? I want to talk about a couple of the first reading and the second reading. Actually, I usually preach on the gospel. But the last, verse 18 of Isaiah. "Do not remember the former things or consider the things of old. I am about to do a new thing. Now it springs forth, and do you not perceive it?" And then in the second reading, "Beloved, I do not consider that I have made it my own, but that this one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead. I am blessed or cursed with an excellent memory." Okay, most people would say it's a good thing, right? I can remember names, I can remember experiences. I remember things. My brother's a year older than me, and he and I talk about childhood experiences, things that he can't remember and even questions whether it's true, but they're firmly ingrained in my brain. But unfortunately, sometimes there's things that I should forget that I don't. And I can remember hundreds of stories from my youth and from my childhood that I probably should forget, but I can't. That's the way the human brain works, doesn't it? It often remembers the negative things, the painful things. And some scientists believe that that's the way our brain is built. Remember the painful things, because then you can deal with those things and push the pain away. Unfortunately, the pain often stays. The words in Isaiah are very powerful. "Do not remember the former things or consider the things of old. I am about to do a new thing. It springs forth. Do you not perceive it?" I believe this is one of the problems with our memory. We're so focused on the things that happened years ago, sometimes many years ago, we do not perceive the blessings that God is showering upon us at this very moment. If you're carrying the memories and the pain from your childhood, and that is the predominant thing that you carry in your heart, it's very difficult to perceive and to feel and to believe in all the blessings that God is showering upon you at this very moment. A lot of the negative things that we carry are from our childhoods, and it has to do with one parent or another. Okay, sometimes it's with siblings, sometimes it's with neighbor kids, but generally it's a parent. And so many of those things have been unresolved. Okay, the parent who hurt us, the parent who was too strict with us, they probably, I would bet you money, they probably have never said they are sorry. They've never apologized for being too hard on you. A, because they probably didn't believe it, and B, they're gone now. How do we move forward when we're carrying this hurt and pain? How do we move forward when we carry the guilt and the shame and the anger from things past? Jeremiah chapter 31 is one of the great promises. where God promises that he's bringing us a new covenant. And it's no longer based on the things that we have done. It's based on the gift of forgiveness. And that is crucial to our Christian faith. Our relationship with God has nothing to do with the failures that we have had and the mistakes that we have made in this life. It is based on forgiveness. And God forgives us every day, every moment, even when we don't ask for it. It's time for us to leave the past behind. And so many times when we have conflict with one another, we bring up the events from the past, the way we perceive the things from the past. There's no point in doing that. As we move forward as Canadians, we have to leave some things in the past now too, don't we? Right? We have to. If you carry the hurt and the grudges and the pain against people who did not perceive the virus the same way you did, we will never be unified again as a country. If we carry the hurt and pain of the political processes that have happened, we will never be united as a country. It's a time for us to leave that in the past, for then maybe we will have the ability to perceive the many blessings that God is showering upon us at this very moment. Amen.